The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the winners of 4 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Arizona's will have some work to do after that short return. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Give to the running back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Encroachment, defense. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Using his feet to buy time. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the...
And he's running in the open. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those possession.
Nice job by the defense staying to getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got his man across the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Give to the single back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Pulls and fires complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Slater. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few...
Makes the grab on the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, USC.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Heck. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Running for it on 4th down. The Trojans get enough for the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. A little release to the back. At the 45 on its way. He's off to the races. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, and you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hand to Tess. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw it.
The defense
Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Arizona, 14.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Looking for a block. It's Hess. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, we've been looking forward to this one all week. A fun start to things in L.A. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the L.A. Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Trojans get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but...
He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Power football with the run.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This is a third and long. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Trojans are on the move. Looking for room. It's Slater. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we've got to go get a few more.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They get to the line quickly.
The defense was onto something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Arizona runs out the punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about it.
He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to throw on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Delivers the contact. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unleashes one. It's caught. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Try and play action. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his man. It's Hess. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. They're going to run it. And grabbing air. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all the yard. I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Trojans will hustle to the line. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Defense was a little anxious there. Got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen...
Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. They build this 4th-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like. But
looking deep down the right side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.